God save the King!
On Tuesday it will be 14 years because Kate Middleton married Prince William in the front of 1.900 company at Westminster Abbey, as nicely as a similarly $2 billion looking at from home. Radiant in a Sarah Burton-designed costume for Alexander McQueen, the royal bride, then 29, saved her composure as she made her way down the maple tree-lined aisle with her 9-foot teach and bridesmaids in tow, such as her maid of honor Pippa Middleton. By her aspect used to be a proud Michael Middleton, who held his daughter's hand as he gave her away to the man that will one day come to be king. But it was once Prince Harry in the all-important function of high-quality man who caught the interest of lip-readers as he snuck a glimpse of Kate. According to royal writer Marcia Moody in her 2013 book Kate, a biography, Harry then became to his brother and said, "Right. She is right here now." As culture dictates, William, who wore the shiny scarlet tunic and cap of the Colonel of the Irish Guards, did now not cringe at this remark and endured to face forwards. "Well, she appears beautiful, I can inform you that," Harry whispered. When his bride sooner or later reached the altar and he was once capable to set eyes on her, William took poetic suggestion from his youthful brother and said, "You seem to be lovely. You appear beautiful." After sensing his father-in-law's nerves, William grew to become to Michael and, in accordance to Kate Nichol in her e-book Kate, the Future Queen, said, "We're supposed to have simply a small household affair." The ceremony flew by way of in a whirlwind and quickly the newlyweds have been waving to the roaring crowds from the Buckingham Palace balcony. "Kiss, kiss, kiss," Union Jack-draped royal followers chanted from below. "Oh wow," stated Kate, who later shared that she used to be incredibly moved by way of the support. Eventually, William became to kiss Kate, but, in accordance to Nichol, it was once greater of a peck than a kiss, and the crowd cheered for more. William grinned. "Let's provide him every other one. I love you," he stated as a Lancaster, a Spitfire and a Hurricane thundered overhead. After bidding the crowd one last farewell, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge headed interior to greet the 650 visitors invited to the champagne reception. And by using 3:30 p.m., the couple had been being waved off as they made their way to Clarence House to get into barely extra cozy outfits for the night reception. Harry was once each a staple of the ceremony and the night reception, especially after turning in a side-splitting best man speech. Adorning a fez, he recounted how he and William performed troopers as little boys, a recreation that constantly ended with him being crushed up with the aid of his older brother. Nichol wrote, "There had been jokes about William's bald patch and his long-standing incapability to preserve up with Harry in the course of ingesting games." Referring to the newlyweds as the dude and the Duchess, he said, "William did now not have a romantic bone in his physique earlier than he met Kate." Ever charismatic, Harry then went on to impersonate his brother, calling Kate, "baby," to a good deal laughter. But he additionally made positive to encompass a heartfelt remark about his new sister-in-law and how fortunate his brother used to be to have observed a female who loves him unconditionally. Detailing his speech in his bombshell memoir Spare, Harry said, "I closed on a serious note. Mummy, how she'd have cherished to have been here, how she'd have cherished Kate, and how she'd have cherished seeing this love you've determined together." After many tears have been shed, Harry introduced it was once time for the visitors to make their way to the throne room for a shock that he and Pippa had planned. There, the chandeliers had been protected up and changed with strobe lights and disco balls. The thrones had also been moved to make way for a cocktail bar and DJ booth. William and Kate had been closely concerned with the music, asking British singer Ellie Goulding to operate her music starry-eyed for their first dance. When the DJ took over, visitors requested their very own favorites, with Carol Middleton asking for the 1986 Jermaine Stewart hit "We Don't Have to Take Our Clothes Off" earlier than she and Michael left the kids to dance the night time away. At 2:30 a.m., the greater resilient wedding visitors made their way out into the gardens for a firework display. When the closing rocket soared, William and Kate had been pushed throughout the courtyard in an open-topped Fiat 500 to the Belgian suite, the place they spent their first nighttime as husband and wife. But the nighttime used to be no longer but over for Harry, who declared it was once time for some serious partying. Recounting the birthday celebration prince's escapades to Nicole, one reveller stated, "Harry actually stage dived. It was once a notable finale." But Harry's personal retelling of the day used to be a ways from cheerful.